Welcome to week 2. My name is Stephen Thane Barnes, and I had a little bit of a issue with my hard drive. So now that I've got that remedied, I had to rebuild my project. So this will not be week 1's project. I lost it, unfortunately. So moving forward, here we go. So objective is to learn external styling sheets or external CSS. So let me go through this with you, explain my code. So index, that's my home page right there. I use some meta tags. That way I get some good SEO out of this. Trying to learn that as I go. It's a good aspect to know. So anyway, this is my link to my style sheet. This is basically this single line of code tells all of these element tags what to do. So for example, I have an H1 tag. You notice I don't have a ID or class selector there because it's an element selector. So any H1 tag I have is going to follow these parameters. For padding, see, of course, I noted what it really does. But yeah, padding, text align, everything, black color background. Now, if you look at the website, that's what all that looks like on the code, but this is what it looks like for the user on the GUI. 3 facts about prospecting, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, when you hear I got a class selector. Difference there is I've got a period as opposed to a hashtag. So anyway, the reason I did that is I wanted my image to be a little bit smaller, and I felt like rounding the corners. I know. Just kind of seeing what stuff does. All righty. And then, of course, below that, I got an H2 heading. I chose the font family to be sans serif. And if you notice, all these are pretty much sans serif. Wanted some consistency in my website. So, of course, my H2 tag is an element selector, and it's going to be for all of these right here. Boom, boom. All 3 of those are H2 tags. Same with my list. I have an ordered list right there. I wanted it to be sans serif, so I used that for that. Made that font style sans serif. And of course, here I have an ID selector. That is a hashtag right there. And I decided to name it paragraph 1 because I felt like if I had other pages I later added to this, basically I would want to make sure that I can differentiate between different paragraphs and assign different parameters to those paragraphs. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that. And of course, my footer right here. As you can see on my home page, I wanted my footer to look a little different, has a background color, has a border, a really faint border there. You can tell I like ridge border a lot. And then, of course, I place my links into my other 2 pages. It's a revolving door. So if you want to go to the next page, and especially if you're interested in gear you'll need, it's very inexpensive. You'll need a gold pan. You can get one for $5. Snuffer bottles, lightweight shovel, of course, you get the idea. And again, see, this is page 1 that we're at. This is the coding for this page here. So again, I decided that it was more consistent. So again, we have our link that connects us to the same CSS style page. And for any ordered list, it is in sans serif. So it also applies to page 1 and 2, anything that I might have there. Same with this. So like body, right? Body. On this page, which page 2, let me pull this one up here and show you, is the contact us page with box form here. Put some information in. Now, I don't know how that submit button works quite yet, so I took a gamble. I know that's not fully functional, so my apologies, I'm aware of that. And then, of course, with that, you'd see your body. If you look at this page, it also has the same background and same H1 header right there. See, there's no class or ID element assigned or selector assigned to that because it's an element selector. Back in there. Then of course, go back to gear. You can go back to home from here. Now I did use some of that Lorem Ipsum stuff. I plan to later actually add text. I want to build an actual website for a portfolio. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is I understand the concepts and why you want to do an external CSS sheet, and mainly do the inline stuff just as testing to kind of see what it looks like and then go back and fix it. That's the more appropriate way to code things. And I think your colleagues would appreciate you for that too as well. All right, that's what I got, guys. Thank you.